Hey guys, how are you? Vladimir here from Traders Academy Club. In this video, I would like to go and review my and my team weekly trading using the trading systems. And I am talking about the SRS Pro, the Forex Triple B PRO, and the Divergence University strategies that I teach in the Divergence University course. With the regular divergences and the hidden divergences. And I would like to review few, of course, it's possible to review all of the trades and explain some very important trading tips to all those of you who are using these systems or similar strategies. Yeah, that's the purpose of this video. Before I go to the trades and discuss about them, if you are new to this channel, welcome to our fantastic community. I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Please follow the subscribe button below the video. And also I invite you to join our trading family. You can find access to any of my projects below the video in the description or in the pinned comment. So what do we have? I'll go over the three systems, the SRS, the Forex Triple B, and the Divergence University. I will start with the SRS. And I prepared here, have my list, few of the trades to discuss. Again, I can't go over all of them. So I will go over those that I find very, very, very important and helpful in terms of the educational thing. I also want to say to those of you who follow these strategies, and if you find them useful and something that could be helpful in your own trading, then you can find access to them directly on the websites, the SRS, the Forex Triple B, or the Divergence University. And you can get it here. You have both options to get the system or get it free with the brokers program. So just find the Get It Now button and you would have your options there. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to contact my team or leave any question in the comment section. And I'll be more than happy to answer and to help. So let's start with the two trades that we've had this week. The SRS was traded mainly by my team this week. I was busy with a lot of other things. So I want to explain two very important trades, pound CAD, and explain why did we go for sell here. So first of all, let's talk about the why sell. Okay, so for those of you who know me, you know that I work with multi-time frame analysis. I analyze the markets first of all to find my direction, and it could be based on my cycles and the waves, or multi-time frame divergence synchronization. So what I saw on the weekly, on the pound CAD on a daily chart is this bearish divergence. And this is why we were looking for the sell here. And on the 4-hour chart, same story. We got a bearish divergence, here, okay. And after that, it was clearly gaining the momentum downside. So the decision was pretty much easy: sell the rallies. And there were two trades, and I want to explain how you can enjoy from that. So first of all, the very first trade, here is what we got. We have the momentum from the higher time frame. This low is broken and it becomes a resistance area. We retested once, we retested twice. It's called ABCD correction. Right, so we have, or ABC, or 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter how you name it. What is important to understand: two waves correction, while all the higher time frames are synchronized in a sell. Now, a quick scan on the SRS bars. This is something that is automatically done by the system, by the SRS, and a quick observation on the sentiment. It's very bearish, and the momentum also gets bearish again. It's an easy sell. So we got the ABCD, we got the sell here. And what I like here also is that the last leg of the rally is built by 3 inner waves, as you can see, and the most recent low is being broken. Now, it's a classical situation, classical combination for a sell with a protection above the most recent high. What happened here is first take profit was taken, the rest was closed break even. And the question is that over? Right? And here is the answer. That's the immediately next trade we have here. And that's why I want to explain these two. Because, okay, so first trade taken, in that case, it worked well. It paid per profit 1, profit 2 was closed break even, but still profitable trade, right? But the question is, did anything change of the analysis? No. The 4 hour we saw bearish, the daily we saw bearish, 1 hour 15 minutes clearly bearish. So we got a pullback. And the rejection zone we saw here obviously hold. So technically speaking, as long as it continues this way, it's a good sell. And here is what we got. So the way I see that, if that's my ABCD, I should be gaining here new waves to the downside, if my analysis is correct. And it's very important to mention that, because sometimes even when you are super confident that everything lines up, the market would not agree. Okay, the fact I have that doesn't mean that's what the market will want to do. And it's important to understand that, so you don't have any sort of illusion like, oh, it's gonna now work forever, because it doesn't happen this way. So what I expected is the new waves to the downside. And if I am correct, and this is the first wave, then this should be next wave. And why did I consider that as the first wave? Because we got a zigzag, 2 waves down, 2 waves up, which creates sort of a consolidation and a breakout. And not just a breakout, but break below this low, which creates now a structure of a bearish trend by completing 3 lower highs, lower lows. Again, easy decision and a simple read, as you can see, very logical. So what I'm waiting is the alert from the system. Okay, and look at this. Everything is synchronized for me. So I just have to make the little analysis and like, okay, so what do I really have? Lower highs, lower lows. Who is in control by making lower highs, lower lows? The bears, the sellers. Easy decision for me to join it and to sell it. And in this case, the trade delivered both targets. And another one which I want to discuss in the SRS is the pound yen. Now, here we did not have ABCD correction. Here I was trading, actually not I, it was my team, but under my analysis, I take the credit for the analysis. We got here a classical step trading. What is a step trading? So when we have 1, 2, 3, and then boom, break to the downside. Okay, so move, pull back, and boom, breaking through the previous low. Why did I find that as a sell opportunity, and why it was traded this way by the guys? So on the pound yen, let's quickly go to the charts so you can see pound yen here. So once again, we are in clear bearish momentum. Okay, pretty straightforward without any doubt. Lower highs, lower lows continue. On the 1 hour chart, this is where it comes interesting. We got here the trade, the trending structure, no ending divergence. You see, it continues, and the moving average did not complete any divergence yet. So for me, it was an easy sell. The waves also lined up as a sell. We come to retest this previous high, and this is a bearish hidden divergence. You see here? This is a bearish hidden divergence. Lower highs, lower lows. Can I ask for more? The answer is no. For me, it's an easy bearish view. And this is why we decided, okay, if that's the case, we are looking to go for a sell. And I don't know to predict if the market is going to make an ABCD for me or not, or the breakout here. In this case, it was a breakout. I'm not dealing with predictions. I'm dealing with facts, what the market has. If it lines up in any of the setups I trade with the SRS, and when you have your copy of the SRS, you receive the full educational material covering the strategy, explaining every single thing here. And that's one of the strategies I apply within the system SRS. So it was easy sell. In this case, didn't work out, which proves the point I was talking about before. Sometimes when everything looks perfect, sometimes the market would still disagree. It's part of the business on trading. What I want you to remember, there are always two ways to make your profits and increase your profits. So if you trade with 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, RR 1-to-1, okay, and you trade only with 50% success rate, so you profit one, you lose one, profit one, lose one. You do not make money. You actually lose money because you also pay the spread and the swap, etc., etc. But you have two options to increase it. First of all, your accuracy rate. This is what you improve by mastering technical analysis and all the techniques I use and I teach. That's exactly what it is for, to increase the accuracy of the analysis. And the risk reward, this is the average risk reward per trade. So let's say on some trade you profit 1.2%, on some you profit 1.4%, on some just 1%, and you lose. This is where you start also to make more money. And that's exactly the two factors we are working with. We are always aiming to get more than 50% success rate. That's the technical analysis, and to enjoy from increased risk in average risk by the management of the SRS. Take profit one, take profit two. So that's the two ways I focus, and this is despite some, as you saw on the pound yen, despite some instruments, sometimes even when it looks perfect for the analysis, sometimes the market still disagrees and moves against. Part of the business. Okay, it's important to understand. So the next one would be the Triple B. So what do we have on a Triple B? Again, I cannot cover all of the strategies. Sorry, all of the trades. And this is what I want to explain, including one mistake that I myself did, and I want to explain it. It was on a Bitcoin. So the first trade I want to discuss about is the CAD yen sell, this one. So why did I go for a sell here? So let's quickly take a look on the analysis again, CAD yen. Okay, so what do we have here? Basically, from the higher time frames, here, it's pretty much speaking for itself, right? We are in a bearish trending structure, all that mainly develops after two big waves down and ABCD correction. Okay, what I call a zigzag. After the zigzag, this low was broken. For me, we are again in a bearish momentum. Now, when we take that to the lower time frame, right here, just 24, right at this moment. So when we take it to this area, here is the classical setup. Why am I on pound dollar? Sorry, on the CAD yen. Here is what we receive here: three lower highs, lower lows. Again, in a multi-time frame bearish analysis, three lower highs, lower lows. Which the main part, once again, look where it happens. It happens after breaking the ABCD correction. So after this breakout, we gain three lower highs, lower lows, and this low, right? The last low of the rally, it breaks. So we flip the trending conditions. We continue by cleaning the next low as well, and it's pretty much easy decision from my point of view. Three lower highs, lower lows. And now with the pullback, I want to look for the setups. So the pullback happens back to the Bollinger area. This is where you can see the Bollinger Band. Now, quick scan on the trend filters. We see that 1 hour, 4 hour are very bearish. And what I love here is this pivot. we are holding there. So it's a classical condition. I want to break below the most recent fractal, and the rest is history. The take profit here, it's also very important to say, look, weekly and daily supportive. The classical area, previous swing lows, fantastic zone to aim as a target. In this case, it turned to be a very good trade. So what is the classical setup here is multi-time frame scan analysis, 3 lower highs, lower lows after the ABCD in the bigger scale was broken, and pull back to the pivot zone. It holds. It's a sign that it's likely to continue. Now I want to talk about the next trade and a mistake I did personally. I take the responsibility. I knew it's risky. I ignored. And look, happens, a mistake happened to everybody, me, you, and everyone on earth. We can't avoid mistakes completely. What we can is to learn from that and try not to repeat the same mistake. Now, here is why it was a mistake from my point of view. I never love to sell when there are signs against, potential signs against, like here, I have a bullish divergence on a 4-hour chart against me. And look what happens here, 3 higher highs, higher lows with cleaning the previous highs, okay? So for me, it's like, okay, usually it's looking to buy the dips. In that case, I was expecting, I don't know even why, I was expecting like, maybe there is a good chance like for one final low, and I decided to enter, even though it was above the pivots, which I don't love to do. So I got a breakout here, understanding that it's risky. I decided to give it a shot because we were holding this rejection area and this zone here and here. So I said, risky, I take the chance, but I want to explain why. Okay, so you can see the signs against 4-hour divergence, 3 higher highs, higher lows. By cleaning the highs, it smells fishy, and it turned to be fishy, and it hit my loss here. What can we learn from that? Again, everybody do mistakes, and I lost 1% here. What can we do? Don't hide behind your mistakes. Learn from them. Learn from my mistakes as well, because try not to repeat the mistakes that others do. In that case, myself. It was very important for me to show you why not to take such trades. And the next one I want to discuss about, it's the Nasdaq sell, which is classical. And here is what I love to trade. So remember my clear trending conditions, right? So we have the trend, which is lower highs, lower lows. You can see that even without me drawing, it's speaking for itself. The last low broken becomes a resistance area. We come for a pullback in ABCD, 2-wave structure. Observing on the most recent lows on the 4-hour chart, we don't have divergence here, which makes me think there is a good chance to retest the previous lows at least. And the key thing, you see here, the pivots, both the weekly and the daily are holding and holding stiff. For me, it's an easy sell with the break of this low, and that's the trades I love to trade, to take, not like the Bitcoin. And in that case, it paid and paid well. So these are the educational things I wanted to share with you. I hope you find it useful. Again, for any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. The next one is the Divergence University. And there are 3 trades I want to discuss about. 2 trades here on the pounds and 1 trade on Aussie CAD. So let's start with the pounds because they both rely on the same technique. What do we have here? Clear trending structure to the downside. The lows, the previous swing low, is broken. So sell the rallies is definitely a classical plan. My classical style brings ABCD correction with a hidden divergence. On the lower time frame, this is a trending structure by itself here. That's why I take this hidden divergence. Otherwise, it should be from the original part of the trend. We got that. We don't have divergence against. As you can see, moving averages still going down. So it was extreme divergence, but not moving average. So after pullback with the trending structure, it's still a sell. And in that case, we got a beautiful retest of the previous low, which is providing us a great trade. And the next one was rely on the same technique, on the same conditions, trending structure. From hidden divergence, we got here a continuing divergence to complete the ABCD. And the best part here, it's again, we are on resistance and on the previous swing high, right? On the move down, the last swing high, false breakout above that. Looks very, 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 very promising. Pretty much same style. In this case, this one didn't work out and failed. Why do I show these two examples? Because look, guys, especially in divergence trading, unlike the systems, we work with risk reward. So I am not even trying to do anything. Remember the two factors I talked about? If you work with one-to-one risk reward, you can make the money by increasing your success rate or by risk reward ratio. In the divergence trading strategies, because they are from swings to swings, from levels to levels, I aim for this part mainly. Here, I don't mind to trade with 50%, even 40%, because my average risk reward here, it's very, very, very positive. So if I make 2 profits, I can even lose 3 times and I still make money. So this is very, very important here. So I lost on the pound front. I made the pound cut. I could even lose the same strategy for the same trade, same style of trade, and yet I would end up profitable. Why? Because of the risk reward ratio. And that's what I wanted to show you here. That's the beautiful part of the divergence strategies. If you want to take the divergence trading to your next level, I very much recommend the Divergence University. You can find all the information on the website. You would find why this is one of the best courses online on the divergence trading subject. I'm sure you will love it. So the final one I want to discuss about is the Aussie CAD sell, and this is the one. And here is why I decided to that we have a sell here. So look, Aussie CAD here. So we came to retest a classical level. Look at this one right here. Swing high from 4-hour chart after making the trend. You see that? We are retesting this high. It's also quarter of round number every 250 points, 0.9250. Classical conditions, simply classical. So when we take that and on the 1-hour chart, we get this condition, which I'm going to discuss about again. Look what happens here. Okay, we got one false breakout here, fake high. Yep, here with divergence. Okay, and the next one is here, another fake high. And not just that, we have the swing high from 4-hour, which was clean. And look what happens here on the lower time frame. You see what happens? We flip the trend. Let me show you how it looks like on the chart. I'll put this one here. Look. See? My favorite style. False break, divergence, convergence. We flip. Easy decision to take a sell here. And if we observe the next swing lows, look where the next lows are. You see? So we have a great risk reward in our favor here. And this is the low in our case, very important low. And again, the rest is history. It worked out perfectly. And the risk reward ratio was phenomenal, about 1 to 2. Yep, a bit less than 1 to 2, as you can see. And the most important part, multi-time frame combination, classical level, clearance, fake highs, fake breakouts, false breakout, classical moving average divergence, and the flip on the lower time frame from false break to divergence and convergence to really give you the final sugar call. And that's it. So I hope this video helps. Again, the purpose for here is to give you tips on how to properly use these trading systems and the divergence trading. If it's Divergence University course, don't hesitate to ask any questions. And I hope such videos are helpful to you as well. So thank you very much for your time watching this video. I wish you a wonderful trading week ahead. And if you are interested in learning more about these trading systems and my strategies that my team work with based on the SRS, the Triple B, the Divergence University, you can find the links to all of them below the video, and you can get them also free with the Brokers program. So just check it in the pinned comment or the description, and that's it. So thanks for your time watching this video. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon with more. Bye for now.